Customers know that we're going to take care of them. That's what drives us. That's what makes us enjoy our jobs. Customers know that we're going to be here, and customers should know that we're dedicated, that they are part of our team, that we're in this together.
I get a lot of enjoyment out of being with people. Trying to help them gives me great satisfaction.
At Burke and Herbert Bank, we're more than bankers. We're neighbors helping you achieve your goals. It starts with a conversation.
We understand how scary it can be to suffer from an injury after an accident.
Whether it's a car accident
or a truck accident,
or from an injury on a job.
We know what it takes to win.
If now's the time.
If now's the time.
Call Warner Law Offices.
Call Warner Law Offices.
Warner Law Offices, we collect millions and millions of dollars every year for injured people.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
My best money tip is
save.
Even if it's just $5.
Pay back your student loans as fast as you can.
Take good care of your credit.
think generationally.
Manage your finances with more advice from WesBanco. Money doesn't make you wealthy. Understanding it does.
Caldwell Luce DeTrapano, the law firm that wins. Have you been injured through no fault of your own? Contact your relentless advocates for justice to evaluate your personal injury claim. Caldwell Luce DeTrapano, proud sponsor of the Player of the Game.
This is Ben Salango with Salango Law. Salango Law has earned a reputation for getting excellent results for our clients. With decades of experience handling thousands of cases, we know what it takes to deliver. Proudly voted Best in the Valley for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Charleston Gazette-Mail, Salango Law is deeply committed to giving back by investing in our community. From supporting local programs to making our region a better place to live, Salango Law is proud to be your trusted legal and community partner. Check us out at salangolaw.com.
A lot of you are probably thinking, new year, new me. But we both know that's not going to happen. I tell you who's not doing new year, new me. Husson's Pizza. We're going to keep making the same delicious food you've come to know and love for the past 49 years. And if you want to see us reach 50 years, now's a really bad time to turn over a new leaf. So forget new year, new me. Be the same great you and eat better. Eat Husson's.
West Virginians know who to call.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
Back here at George Washington High School, getting ready for the second half of action between the Parkersburg Big Reds and the George Washington Patriots. GW in control of this one so far through 2 quarters, up 14 coming out of the locker rooms here at halftime. Patriots led in scoring by none other than Noah Lewis, 13 points for him this evening, and then 6 for Tyler Maddox, 5 for Caden Welch, 4 for Chuck Kelly, and 2 for Braden Browning. For the Big Reds, their leading scorer is going to be a 3-way tie between Chandler Jackson, Quentin Wilson, and Jackson Thomas, each of them with 4 points in that first half. And then 2 points for Romaine and 2 for Williams. So 1 half of basketball left to play in this MSAC showdown. We want to be sure to thank Warner Law Offices, LLC, for their title sponsorship of this George Washington boys basketball broadcast. With decades of experience, we're dedicated to securing justice for victims of auto accidents, workplace injury, and more. Call them today for a free consultation at 304-345-6789. WesBanco of the Charleston-Huntington region is proud to co-sponsor tonight's GW basketball game. When you want the best financial partners, make it the great folks at WesBanco. And also our co-sponsor tonight, Salango Law. We appreciate their support. It's a major part of bringing these games for free to RSN Sports viewers. When you need help, Salango Law is your first call. And don't forget, coming up at the conclusion of tonight's broadcast, we'll have our Caldwell Luce DeTrapano Player of the Game for you once again this evening. Again, that'll be at the conclusion of tonight's broadcast. Lewis gets to the basket there. Step through move to the bucket is up and good. Give him 15 now for the game. Good opening possession for the Patriots there. Offensive foul away from the basketball on the Big Reds. That'll be against Sutton Stanley, his first, team's first of the quarter. Comes 30 seconds into the second half. Same starting five for both sides out on the floor. Jackson, Wilson, Thomas, Stanley, and Williams for the Big Reds, and for the Patriots as well. It's Welch, Maddox, Lewis, Kelly, and Mullen. Mullen will get the swing on the right wing, back over to Maddox. Swung to Welch. You thought about a three for a half second. Now going to lob back to Mullen. Feed down to the baseline for Lewis. Lewis going to dribble back out near the three-point line. Feeds down to the baseline for Welch. Big Reds back in a 2-3 zone here this second half start. Feed to Lewis at the free throw line. Has it knocked away from him, and they're going to call a foul on the Big Reds. That'll be their second, and they're going to get that on number 12, Jackson Thomas, his first. Patriots will inbound from the baseline. Comes into the corner to Maddox. He'll dribble in toward the basket. Inside the three-point line, pull-up jumper is up and good. Maddox now with 8. Still doesn't have a three-pointer yet, but he has been taking some really good shots so far throughout this contest. And a foul away from the basket against the Patriots. That'll be the first for them this quarter. And they're going to get that on Chuck Kelly. That will be his second, and he heads to the bench. Braden Browning will come back onto the floor for the Patriots. Kelly a little too tight there on his defense on the man cutting to the basket. Pull-up jumper is going to be left short there for Jackson. Gets his own miss, though. Second chance try is up, and it's good. He's got 6 points now in the contest for the Big Reds. Patriots still lead by 16, about 2 minutes into quarter number 3. Maddox will work his way back over to the left side of the floor, find Browning. Browning goes inside the keyhole to Lewis. Pull-up jumper from the elbow on the left side is up, and it's silky smooth. Lewis knocks it down. Patriots push the lead out to 18 now. Largest of the contest for the Patriots at 38-20. Wilson loses the ball on the way toward the basket. Maddox comes up with it, dishes it off for Lewis. Lewis gets to the bucket, fouled on the way up. Lewis will shoot a pair after the third team foul on the Big Reds already in this quarter. That's going to be on Thomas, his second this quarter, after having none in the first half. Lewis at the free throw line, the 72% free throw shooter on the season, makes his first trip there this evening. First one up, and there's the old broadcaster's jinx. Misses the first one. One more on the way for the senior Wright State commitment for the Patriots. Second one up, and it'll fall off the front of the rim as well after looking like it might get the friendly bounce and roll. It falls off the front of the rim. Wilson, pull-up jumper from the right baseline, a little too strong, into the hands of Caden Welch. Big Reds looking for a foul there, but the whistle stays silent. Feed into the block for Browning, back out to Mullen, swung to Welch. Welch loses it for a second, regathers. And a technical foul called on Parkersburg's head coach. The officials did not like what was being said as the Patriots were working the offensive possession. So that will send Noah Lewis to the free throw line to shoot the technical fouls. And now Phil Wilson, the head coach for the Big Reds, will have to take a seat on the bench after the technical. Have to coach from the seat. So Lewis, 2 technical free throws now. First one up, and it's good. One more on the way for Noah Lewis. And the second one rattles in and out. So he's made one of his last 4 from the line. Patriots lead by 19. Now their largest after the free throw, and the Patriots get the ball back on the possession here. Maddox kicks it to Browning. Browning feeds back to Maddox on the left wing. And Maddox nearly throws it away into the Patriot bench, but Welch is able to secure it. Finds Lewis. Lewis loses it on the way up, looking for a foul there. Whistle stays silent once more. Wilson brings it up now for the Big Reds. Works with it on the right side against Caden Welch. He'll feed to Jackson. Jackson drive baseline for a second, pull back out. Now he's going to work against the freshman Browning. Works his way to the basket, puts a shot up a little too strong. Lewis will grab the rebound, and a foul called on the floor as he's bringing it up in transition. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Big Reds now. Checked at the 5th team foul. I missed that technical foul being marked on my sheet. And that is the second on Sutton Stanley. Since that's the 5th team foul, we'll send Lewis back to the free throw line. 4:32 to go, third quarter, not quite halfway through this third period. Lewis a little too strong on that one. Trying to find a shooting touch there from the charity stripe. Second one rattles in and out again. He's got 18 points for the game. I have him with 7 rebounds. A hand check foul there on the Patriots. That'll be their second, and the second on Matthew Mullen.
Fouls on Mullen, his second, team second. Possession, Big Reds.
The Patriots have been in control of this one from the beginning. Find themselves on top by 19. Into the corner to Williams, back out to Thomas. Thomas gets to the free throw line, pull-up jumper off the front of the iron and left short. Lewis will grab the rebound. Up the floor to Browning. Turnaround jumper is up, and it's good. Braden Browning's got his second jumper of the contest. Patriots now lead by 21, making it their largest lead of the contest. Wilson working against Maddox after the switch. Wilson going to lose it as he makes his way toward the basket, but they say it's deflected off of the Patriots out of bounds, so it'll stay with Parkersburg, who will inbound from the left side of the baseline. Comes into the corner. Thomas thought about it for a second, works his way back to the basket, jump stop at the block, and gets to between the defenders and lays it up and in. Chandler Jackson now with 8 points in the contest, his 3rd field goal of the night. Some extended pressure, and the Patriots turn it over. Mullen into the hands of Jackson. He'll dish off to Wilson to set the offense up as they bring it across half court here in just a moment. Wilson dishes it off underneath for Williams, who lost it for a second, now does lose it and turns it over to Mullen. Mullen comes away with the steal. He'll dish up to Welch. Welch works his way to the basket, dumps it off for Lewis. Lewis reverse laying is up, and it's good. He's got 20 now for the game. Just 2 off of the Parkersburg score overall. Redskins setting their offense up. Feed into the high post to Thomas. Thomas will hand off to Wilson. Wilson works his way to the basket, dishing it off underneath for Williams after it pinballed around off a couple of Patriot defenders underneath. Williams tried to find Wilson again, but is deflected off the Patriots out of bounds. Castle checks in for Welch for GW here with 2:44 to go in the third quarter. And the Patriots leading by 21, 43-22. Feed right inside to the middle to Thomas, or excuse me, to Jackson. Jackson couldn't finish the first one on the rebound attempt. It's deflected out of bounds off the Patriots. Another baseline inbound on the way for Parkersburg with 2:40 to go. In quarter number 3. Comes into Jackson in the corner on the left side. Jackson kicks over to Wilson. Three-pointer is up. A little too strong. Long rebound tracked down by Lewis. Lewis trying to go in transition. Gets to the bucket. Scoop laying is up, and it's good. Lewis now with 22 points in the contest, and a timeout comes for Parkersburg. A full timeout. With 2:19 to go in the third quarter, we'll step aside for a break as well. We'll be back with more high school basketball action right after this on the RSN Sports Network.
We build tomato harvesting robots. I design the mechanical parts of the robot, specifically the gripper.
I make people look really good. It makes me happy to contribute to that freedom of expression.
Yeah, I have people to tell me they want to marry me. I mean, when he eats something good, I don't think it gets any better than that.
What does this have to do with banking? To us, everything. Small businesses are the backbone of our communities. For over 150 years, we've had their backs through the toughest of times.
Because of Bobby, I can stand up and be proud of myself again. Everybody knows in the coal fields, if you're hurt, call Bobby Warner.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
Injured in a car wreck? You've got problems. How do I get my car fixed, and which company pays for that? Where do I go for medical treatment? Who pays for that? What if my injuries are permanent? How do I get paid for my medical bills and lost wages? Relax. I've got the answers. I've got the solutions. I've been handling car and truck accidents for over 25 years. Every year, I collect millions and millions of dollars for my car wreck clients.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
Back here, George Washington High School after the timeout from the Big Reds. Williams with it on the left wing. Will swing back to Wilson, the volleyball line. He'll get a screen from Jackson, who steps back behind the three-point line. Thought about it for a second. Now working his way toward the basket. Get back to the free throw line and kicked over into the corner. Now they'll feed to him just outside the block. Turnaround pull-up jumper is off the mark. Lewis grabs the rebound. And we'll throw it back into Mullen. Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Lewis, ball fake, gets the defender in the air. Now he'll step into the three at the top of the key and knocks it down. Lewis with his second three-pointer of the night. Give him 25 for the game. And he alone is beating Parkersburg in the scoring column. Nice take there to the basket by Jackson Thomas. His lay-in is good off the right side with the finger roll. Give him 6. Lewis gets it on the run, gets to the basket, rattles around, and they call an offensive foul. Another charge there taken by the Big Reds. That'll be Lewis's first. That's the fourth charge taken tonight by Parkersburg. Braden Browning had 2 charges called against him. Deshaun Clark had one against him as well, who just checks in now for the Patriots. He'll replace Matthew Mullen. And then Lewis called for the charge there. Just a little out of control, working his way to the bucket. Williams feeds to the block to Wilson. Kicks out into the wing. Three-pointer is up, and it's good for Jackson Thomas. His second triple of the evening. Give him 9. Under a minute to go, third quarter. 48-27. Browning turns it over into the hands of Wilson. He'll pull up at the free throw line. Jumper off the back of the cylinder and falls home. 16-foot jumper from the stripe is up and good for Wilson. Give him 6. Feed underneath for Castle. A little too strong. Couldn't hang on to it. Right idea there for Tyler Maddox as he saw Castle cut to the basket and had him wide open. Just a little too much air under it, though. Under 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Big Red basketball. Down 19. Ball deflected out of bounds into the Big Red bench by Braden Browning, so it'll stay with Parkersburg, where they'll inbound to the left of their bench. And it'll be Jackson Thomas, the senior, set to do the inbound duties. He'll get it into Chandler Jackson, rather. Jackson working his way back to the basket against Maddox. Cut off on the double team, kicks out to Wilson. Wilson on the drive toward the baseline. He'll readjust, and his pull-up jumper from about 15 feet away is going to be off the mark, but he is fouled on the way up. That'll be the second on Clark and the fourth on the Patriots as a team. Wilson at the free throw line. His first trip there this evening comes with 7 seconds to go in the third quarter. First one rattles around and out. Mullen back in for GW. He'll check in for Browning. Wilson's second one is good. Maddox trying to break the full court pressure, and they say he stepped out of bounds before the shot got off in front of the Patriot bench, so that stops the clock with 2.8 seconds to go for the Big Reds. Trailing by 18. Wilson tries to float one up there from way downtown, and that'll come up short. And at the end of 3, GW is going to lead 48-30. We'll step aside for a short break, and then when we come back, we'll have the fourth and final quarter of action for you here at George Washington High School. That's when we return right after this on the RSN Sports Network.
Injured in a car wreck? You've got problems. How do I get my car fixed, and which company pays for that? Where do I go for medical treatment? Who pays for that? What if my injuries are permanent? How do I get paid for my medical bills and lost wages? Relax. I've got the answers. I've got the solutions. I've been handling car and truck accidents for over 25 years. Every year, I collect millions and millions of dollars for my car wreck clients.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-678-9.
It's very important to all of the employees of Burke & Herbert Bank that our customers know that we're going to take care of them. That's what drives us. That's what makes us enjoy our jobs. Customers know that we're going to be here, and customers should know that we're dedicated, that they are part of our team, that we're in this together.
I get a lot of enjoyment out of being with people. Trying to help them gives me great satisfaction.
At Burke & Herbert Bank, we're more than bankers. We're neighbors helping you achieve your goals. It starts with a conversation.
We understand.
Back here at George Washington High School, we want to be sure to thank Pepsi of West Virginia and their brands Rockstar Energy and Mountain Dew for their continued support of RSN and West Virginia sports. Don't forget, this event is brought to you in part by the great folks at Parmar Stores. There's one near you. And RSN Sports is proud to have the West Virginia Coal Association as a corporate partner, bringing you the best in West Virginia sports. Coal lights up the scoreboard. Getting ready for the fourth quarter between George Washington and Parkersburg. Patriots and Big Reds back with their starting 5 here to begin the fourth quarter. Williams has it on the left wing. Will swing back to the top and work its way over to the right side. Now they'll feed in to the post to Chandler, backing down. Chandler Jackson backing down on the Patriots defense. He'll get to the basket and gets the shot to fall. He's got 10 now. Lewis finds Mullen on the press break. Maddox's pass trying to find Mullen back on the wing is going to be kicked by the Big Reds, so they'll have a baseline inbound upcoming for the Patriots. Don't forget that RSN Sports can be viewed on a multitude of platforms: Facebook, YouTube, X, and rsnsports.com. Like and follow our sites and get the best sports. Lewis steps up into a 3, left it short. And this is gathered by the Big Reds, and they'll come the other direction with it now. Not quite a minute into quarter number 4. A deep 3 on the other end from Wilson, left short, and a long rebound collected by Mullen at the free throw line. Maddox, long pass up the floor to Kelly. Kelly, ball fake a couple times, kicks back out to Maddox. Three-pointer a little too strong. Miss controlled underneath by Stanley for the Big Reds. Quickly up the floor to Thomas. His three-pointer too strong. Welch grabs the rebound underneath the basket. Feed just outside the block to Lewis. Back inside to Welch. And Welch turn around. Jumper from just in front of the basket won't go, but a foul called. And they call it on the floor. That'll be Chandler Jackson's third, team's first for the Big Reds this quarter. Wasn't quite sure if they were calling that in the act of shooting just yet for Welch, but they do indeed call it on the floor. Inbound goes to Lewis, and Lewis gets his way to the basket with ease, lays it up off the left side of the glass. He now has 27 for the contest. Patriots push the lead back up to 18. 50-32, GW on top. Mullen comes away with a steal off an errant pass. Maddox kicks to Welch. Welch, three-pointer, a little too strong. Long rebound controlled by the Big Reds. Quickly up the floor to Jackson. Jackson gets his shot rejected to the floor by Tyler Maddox with an emphatic thud. Six minutes exactly left in the fourth quarter. It'll be a baseline inbounds for the Big Reds. And now a technical foul called on Parkersburg. Their assistant coach is getting a technical foul now. So they'll head to the other end of the floor and shoot a pair of free throws. That will be the second team foul for the Big Reds now after that technical. And the Patriots will send Noah Lewis to the free throw line to shoot these technical free throws. So far today, though, he's just 1 of 6 from the charity stripe. Make him 2 of 7. Second one up and good as well. And Browning will check back in for GW. He'll replace Welch. GW will get the basketball back as well with 5:58 to go, fourth quarter. 2 technical fouls on the Big Reds in this contest, both of them coming from the bench. One on the head coach in the first half, and then one now on the assistant coach here in half number 2. Browning feeds to Kelly just outside the block. Kelly gets his way back to the basket and gets it up and in. Kelly's now got 5 for the contest. GW lead back up to 22 now. Jackson muscling his way to the basket. Can't get that shot to fall, and Lewis will grab the rebound. Lewis puts the ball on the floor, gets to the basket, left the layup short, but that's because he's fouled on the way there. That'll be the 3rd team foul on the Big Reds. And that'll be on Jackson Thomas, his 3rd personal foul. Lewis headed back to the free throw line now. Will be attempts 9 and 10 in the contest. First one up and pure, nothing but money. Williams will check out. Nicholas Romaine will check back in. And Isaac Shirley checking in. Lewis, second shot is up and good. So Lewis now 5 for 10 from the free throw line tonight. Patriot lead up to 24, 56-32 with 5 minutes to go. Jackson spots up for 3, off the mark. And an offensive foul called, a defensive foul called off on the rebound. They're going to get Browning on the foul. That's his 3rd, team first this quarter, so it stays on this end of the floor. Wilson gets the inbounds, gets to the free throw line, kicks back out to Thomas. Thomas will step into a 3-pointer on the left wing. Long rebound collected out near the 3-point line on the right side of the floor by the Big Reds. Swung back to Wilson. He'll kick back out to Jackson. Jackson will drive toward the basket. A little too strong on the shot. Gets his own miss. Works his way to the left side of the the right side of the basket rather, and is blocked by Noah Lewis. Maddox in transition. Pull-up jumper from just a couple feet in front of the basket. Knocks it home. Maddox with 10 points. Patriots up 26. And an offensive foul called on the Big Reds. That'll be on Chandler Jackson, his 4th, team's 4th of the quarter. Sean Clark checks back in for GW. He'll replace Browning. Long pass over the top of the defense to Mullen. Now swung to Kelly. Back to Mullen in the left corner. Mullen will kick to Clark on the right wing, who swings to Lewis. Lewis back to Mullen, right corner, feeds to Kelly, baseline. Kelly kicks in the corner to Maddox. Spot up 3 is up and it's good. Maddox's first 3-pointer of the game. He'll knock it down from the left corner. Timeout, GW. 30-second timeout. Charlie Castle set to check in for the Patriots. as they lead by 29 now with 3:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Big thank you to Utz Snacks and Wah Vittles, making your watch party have great taste. Appreciate them sponsoring our broadcast this evening. We also want to thank Chick-fil-A of South Charleston for their great partnership with the RSN Sports Network. And if you've got a business that would like to be part of our great coverage of West Virginia sports, RSN has sponsorships to fit every budget. Contact us via Facebook page or comment on YouTube. Don't forget, coming up at the conclusion of this one, we'll have our Caldwell Luce DeTrapano Player of the Game, helping injured clients in West Virginia recover since 1976. Big Red basketball after the Patriot timeout. Patriots going to back the pressure off. And now Parkersburg sets the offense up. Patriots been in control of this one and pretty much from the jump. Chuck Kelly got a three-point play to start the contest, and GW's kept the foot on the gas ever since. The Big Reds have been able to cut it down to 12, 15 a few times, but then the Patriots just push it right back up. Clark up the floor to Browning. Browning able to keep the defense off of him and is able to get to the basket and finish on the lay-in. A substitution timeout more than anything for the Patriots. They are going to take the full time or the 30 timeout though, and use it to talk things over with the guys coming in to the game. As Kirk Akers getting ready to check in, as is Owen Eskins, pair of juniors for the Patriots. And then the freshman A.J. Wright also going to check in the contest. His second game action this season. Also got in there at the end of the Ashland game on Saturday. 3 minutes exactly to go in this fourth quarter. Patriots on top by 31. Zamir Walker with the basketball right now for the Big Reds. Swings it to the top of the key to Connor Jackson. Jackson backing down on Wright. Kick out the corner. Three-pointer won't fall, but an offensive rebound underneath. Putback is up and good by Nicholas Romaine. And a foul called as Wright was trying to get around the pressure. That is the fifth team foul on Parkersburg. So they'll head to the other end of the floor where A.J. Wright will shoot a pair of free throws. His first attempts of the season.
A.J. Wright at the line for the Patriots.
Free throw is up and good for A.J. Wright.
Wright good on the first.
Second one up and good as well.
Wright good on the second.
And the Big Red's going to throw it into the backcourt. That'll be an over and back violation. The Patriots will get back possession of it with 2:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Up next for the Patriots, they'll step back out of conference play and out of West Virginia play. And to be accurate, the Patriots will head on the road on Wednesday night. They will go to Boyd County and take on the Cougars. Foul called before the inbounds. And Kirk Akers will head to the free throw line. Akers rattles the first one home.
Akers good on the first.
talked about it the other day with Coach Green about that Boyd County game. They needed a game, and Boyd County was willing to invite them down to the Bluegrass State because they both needed a game due to all those snow days that we had there for a 2-week stretch. Foul called on the Patriots, just their second. That'll be on Akers, his first. Ball taken away by the Patriots. Castle will dish off for Akers. Akers laying is up and good off the left side. Under 2 minutes to go. Patriots push the lead out to 34 now. And another backcourt violation on the Big Reds. Unable to control it there at the half-court line. So GW will get the basketball back with 1:41 to go. Another great opportunity for GW in this one to get some guys there toward the end of the bench in this varsity matchup. Mentioned that Boyd County game coming up next for GW. They obviously want to handle their business there. But then after that one, looking ahead, GW will be playing in the MSAC Night of Champions championship game. Patriots look to be set to take on Parkersburg South in a rematch that I'm sure GW and these players would love to get back after falling on the road at Parkersburg South 60-55 back on January 20th. This time it'll be for the conference championship game there at the South Charleston Community Center. That'll be Saturday night. We will not have that broadcast for you. Our next broadcast after this one will actually come on the 26th when the Patriots take on Oak Hill. GW going to just dribble out the rest of this clock as long as the Big Reds will allow them to do so. Yeah, the Patriots not even going to try to take a shot here, just working the clock off here, trying to avoid a 5-second call. 12 seconds to go in the contest. And the Patriots going to pick up win number 15 on the year. We do have a foul called that'll stop things with 5.9 seconds to go. Up next for the Big Reds, they have a really quick turnaround. They'll be back in action tomorrow night on the road at Ripley. A 7:30 tip there from Jackson County. That'll be their next contest. Free throw up and good for Clark. He's got 4 points now. Hit a three-pointer earlier in this game when he came in. Second one no good. 5 seconds, and they're going to let him go all the way to the basket. Swift will lay it up and in. And the Patriots are going to come away with the victory, 69-34. So again, the Patriots, check that 36. They get that last basket up there correctly. And GW again going to pick up win number 15 on the season. Improved to 15-1 on the year. Big Red's going to drop to 5-13 this season. And as we take a look at our box score, hard to give it to anybody other than Noah Lewis, who finishes with a double-double tonight. By my count, 11 rebounds. I may have missed a couple throughout the course of that, but he had at least 11 from my tracking. And also, I have him with 31 points on the night as well. Just a little bit above his season average for this year. So we will step aside for a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll be joined by a pair of Patriot players. That's all up after this on the RSN Sports Network.
We understand how scary it can be to suffer from an injury after an accident.
Whether it's a car accident
or a truck accident.
Or from an injury on a job.
We know what it takes to win.
If now's the time.
If now's the time.
Call Warner Law Offices.
Call Warner Law Offices.
Warner Law Offices, we collect millions and millions of dollars every year for injured people.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345-6789.
My best money tip is
Save, save, save.
Even if it's just $5.
Pay back your student loans as fast as you can.
Take good care of your credit.
think generationally.
Manage your finances with more advice from WestBanco. Money doesn't make you wealthy. Understanding it does.
Caldwell Luz DeTrapano, the law firm that wins. Have you been injured through no fault of your own? Contact your relentless advocates for justice to evaluate your personal injury claim. Caldwell Luz DeTrapano, proud sponsor of the Player of the Game.
This is Ben Salango with Salango Law. Salango Law has earned a reputation for getting excellent results for our clients. With decades of experience handling thousands of cases, we know what it takes to deliver. Proudly voted Best in the Valley for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Charleston Gazette-Mail, Salango Law is deeply committed to giving back by investing in our community. From supporting local programs to making our region a better place to live, Salango Law is proud to be your trusted legal and community partner.
Back here at George Washington High School, Patriots with a 30-plus point win this evening over Parkersburg. Adam Rogers now joined by Deshad Clark after the win. Deshad, first of all, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
It's got to feel good to get another win for you guys, improved to 15-1 on the season, and you guys do it with another great team game for you guys as well.
Yes, sir. It's honestly great being a part of this program and all. You know, I've learned a lot here. I've developed a lot. I feel like I've gotten a lot better being here. Have a great senior class and teammates all around.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 4 senior captains on this team that really kind of help set the tone for you guys as the underclassmen, don't they?
Yes, sir.
What's that like to have that group that's been here these 4 years, that have started out here, came from John Adams within? They've really kind of helped establish the tone for everything.
It's really good. It's a great program. They help a lot, honestly. Honestly, I feel like it's the best thing I could have done is being around the senior class. They just do a lot for us, honestly.
You get some extended minutes here tonight in this varsity game against Parkersburg, and you know, what was it in your time out there? You were able to take advantage of a couple of things defensively, got a couple of steals, you got yourself a 3-pointer as well. You know, how good did it feel to get out there and get some time out like that in the varsity game?
It feels great, honestly. Being out there playing with the seniors, the younger guys too towards the end, honestly, it's just great. I just can't wait to see what we have for the future.
You guys have not a super quick turnaround, but a little quicker than you might like, with a day between the next game against Ashland, or you go toward Ashland and go to Boyd County to take on the Cougars there. Another tough game for you guys on the schedule. We've talked about it throughout the course of the season. That's something that Coach Green and his coaching staff really does well for you guys as a team, is schedules tough competition for you guys night in and night out when you're able to.
Yes, sir. It's great. Honestly, it's one of the best things I love up here is the competition we get. Honestly, it just develops everybody. It just makes everybody better.
So, like I said, a day between games now, and go home and rest and recharge, I'm sure, right before Boyd County with the trip there.
Yep.
Any final thoughts before we pass you off to Braden Browning?
No, sir. Thank
Appreciate your time, Deshad. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
We'll now hear from Braden Browning, who got called for 2 charges tonight. A little out of control going in there a couple of times, according to the officials. But another game where, again, you guys are able to get some guys there late off the bench and get them minutes in a meaningful varsity game for them to be able to know that when the time comes, you've got to rely on some of them potentially.
Yeah, no, it's like our bench, we can depend on them no matter what happens. Like, we had a couple of guys in foul trouble, honestly. I think me, Caden, Matt, and Chuck all had 2 fouls at the same time, and Charlie and Deshad actually stepped up and got big minutes.
Yeah, how big was it to have Deshad get his first real meaningful varsity minutes today? I mean, he'd been getting in there kind of late there in a couple of games, but he played some really meaningful minutes for you guys tonight.
Yeah, no, he works in practice just the same as like we do, so I knew he was ready for it.
I know your shooting wasn't where you'd like it to be tonight, but you do a lot of other things there as well. You play a really great defensive game for yourself as well. I mean, how good is that to know that you can rely on that when the shot's not necessarily falling for you?
It's definitely good. I mean, my defensive game from last year took a major leap. Like, last year, defense really was my weaker side, and it still is my weaker side, but it took a major leap. So it's great to be able to fall back on something that's not just scoring and hitting shots.
And then, again, we mentioned it with Deshad, a quick turnaround for you guys. Again, another day between games before you go. And don't want to look ahead, but after that Boyd County game, you've got the MSAC Night of Champions game on Saturday as well. And more tough games for this team as you go down the stretch, which ideally sets you guys up for that run that you hope to make there to the Charleston Civic Center.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a lot. I mean, Boyd County has a lot of tough players, but we'll be ready for them. We're just going to get rest, recover, get in practice tomorrow, and then head down there on Wednesday.
Yeah, I know the Spurlock kid for them is a really good tough shooter. Yeah, he's one of the candidates for Mr. Kentucky basketball again this year. I mean, what do you know about him just from the surface level? Without getting too deep into it, I know you haven't really looked at them just yet as players because you were focused on this game tonight. But
I know 3,000 points is a lot. That's the main thing that stands out to me. And we played him in the summer, and he didn't get a play against us. It was a pretty good game. We ended up pulling it out by like 15. So it'll be fun to play him with him.
All right, Braden, any final thoughts before we get ready for head coach Rick Green?
Yep.
Appreciate your time, Braden. Again, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
And here is the head coach himself, Coach Green. Give you a chance to get the headset on before I ask the question. But, again, another great win for your program again tonight. I mean, you were able to get out early and get that foot on the gas from the jump for you tonight.
Yeah, and I thought our kids, especially the bench the first half, not so much the second half, but I thought the first half they gave us a lot of minutes. We didn't know Noah was under the weather. We really didn't. This morning it was if he played. And he got a lot of fluids in him, and he's doing good, obviously.
Yeah, he looked like you couldn't really tell that he was
right.
affected by much of anything in that game. I mean, he had 30 points by my count. I had him for 11 rebounds in the game as well for another double-double for him this season.
Right, yeah. And he didn't feel good Saturday, which I didn't even know about. So we're really happy, and I thought the bench, like I said, played well.
Yeah, you mentioned the first half. I mean, you had a couple guys in some foul trouble there in the first half, and you're able to get guys like Deshad off the bench to get him some really good minutes in a game like this where you know later on you may need to count on a guy like that.
Right, and then Charlie had some good minutes for us. So, yeah, it's a nice win. They play hard. Coach Wilson does a great job with them. You know, they're just kind of down a little bit from just a pure talent level. Not being disrespectful, that's just the reality of it. But he does a really good job with them. So yeah, it's a nice win. It's a conference win. Any win's good. The schedule we play, you take any win you can. You know, we're off to Boyd County on Wednesday, and then into the Night of Champions Saturday. So you know, it's a tough week. So we're really happy to get this one under our belt.
And I know you guys as coaches have already done your due diligence scouting for Boyd County at this point in time, and Jacob Spurlock for them is a heck of a ball player there at Boyd County.
Yeah, he should, you know, and he got and that's fine. I don't mean this in a bad way. He's obviously eligible, but he got the COVID year because some Kentucky schools are allowed to do that, and then he reclassified. So, you know, you're playing against a college freshman in essence, but that's good. That's what we wanted to do. Randy Anderson, the Boyd County coach, is a great friend of mine. First-class program. So he needed a game, we needed a game, so we're going over there. So we're really looking forward to it. We know when we drive out of there, we're going to be a better basketball team. You know, we don't need any games where we don't have to be pushed or any games where we really don't have to execute.
Coach, any final thoughts before we let you go enjoy the win with your team?
No, that's exactly what I'll do. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Coach, and good luck tomorrow at Boyd County. And then we won't be there for the game, but I'll be there for the game on Saturday to watch you guys play in the MSAC championship game.
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We appreciate you coming up here and talking with us, Coach.
No problem.
Congrats on the win for him and his Patriots. Again, they win 69-36 this evening. We'll be back for our next broadcast. We'll be at the end of this month, or toward the end of this month, on the 26th, when the Patriots host Oak Hill here at George Washington High School. Again, tomorrow they're at Boyd County, and then Saturday they'll be playing Parkersburg South in that MSAC Night of Champions game at the South Charleston Community Center. Be sure to stop in for that one. Should be a great matchup, as that was a 5-point game on the road at Parkersburg South back in the end of January. That'll do it for us here at George Washington High School. Before we go, though, I want to make sure we give one more mention to Noah Lewis, our Caldwell-Leuster-Trapano player of the game tonight. 30 points, 11 rebounds at least by my tally. So another double-double night for the senior Noah Lewis, who, again, as you just heard from Coach Green, was dealing with a bit of an illness there the last couple of games, but definitely did not notice that over these last 2 games from Noah Lewis. That'll do it for us here at George Washington High School. Thanks for watching tonight. We'll see you on the 26th for that Oak Hill matchup with the Patriots. Have a great